Val Peterson was diagnosed with throat cancer, and he unfortunately passed away recently. But before he passed away, he wrote his own obituary. And in that obituary, he admitted to things in his life that he had lied about. So this is actually going viral. A lot of people are talking about it. And, you know, it's both touching and funny at the same time. He writes, "As it turns out, I am the guy who stole the safe from the Motor View Drive-In back in June 1971. I could have left that unsaid, but I wanted to get that off my chest."
Okay. Instantly, I love the guy. But partly he wants to confess because he's been holding it in forever.
Yeah. Okay.
And partly because he thinks, ha-ha,
I never got caught.
yeah, I never got caught, and you wondered who was the sneaky son of a bitch who did that? That was me. I outsmarted you. And number three reason why I like it is because he's like, look, I got news for you. I'm dead. And it doesn't matter what you think of me because I'm gone.
What's incredible is that he remembered that. Like decades later, he remembered that.
Oh, well, if you steal a safe, you probably remember it.
Yeah.
Okay, what else has he got?
He also says, and this is the part that I love, he says, "Also, I really am not a PhD. What happened was that day I went to pay off my college student loan. The girl working there put my receipt into the wrong stack, and 2 weeks later, a PhD diploma came in the mail."
Oh, man, this guy is so badass. He's pretending to be a PhD his whole life, stole a safe. What else is he going to admit to? This keeps getting better and better.
"I didn't even graduate. I only had about 3 years of college credit. In fact, I never did even learn what the letters PhD even stood for."
Oh, man, he should have admitted this stuff while he was alive, because all of a sudden this guy's my hero.
Hilarious. But then he gets very sweet and touching. He says, "But the one special thing that made my spirit whole is my long love and friendship with my remarkable wife and my beloved Mary Jane." Mary Jane, I'm very curious, like, is it really his wife, or
has he been smoking doobage his whole life? Here I go again with doobage.
But he clarifies, "I loved her more than I have words to express."
No, that's incredibly sweet. And I believe, of course, everything he's saying because he has no reason to lie. He's dying.
Yeah, exactly. Right? He continues to write, "My regret is that I felt invincible when young and smoked cigarettes when I knew they were bad for me."
Okay, that makes sense. A little word to the wise.
And finally, "Now to make it worse, I have robbed my beloved Mary Jane of a decade or more of the two of us growing old together and laughing at all the thousands of simple things that we have come to enjoy."
All of a sudden, Val Patterson, one of the greatest guys in the country.
So many emotions have like run through my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? Everybody should do this. Everybody should write their own obituary. I think it would be absolutely fascinating. And the other thing is, you should say it before you die.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but I get why he held it back. Because all of a sudden they say this some bitch ain't a PhD. He's been telling us all these years. And where the hell's the goddamn safe? Right? So I get it. But it's, you know, I hope he shared that with his wife, of course, before he passed away. And my guess is that he did in many different ways.
You know, this guy stole a safe or whatever. We're going to get some people that are going to reveal some really horrible things they did.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's just going to, I mean, of course, it's going to taint them. But still in death. I mean, it's going to be like molesters and rapists come out talking about, yeah, I killed like 30 people.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is an interesting trend that has a decent chance of now happening. And I think that would be fascinating. You know, look, the reason that it's not just because, hey, this happened once and it got popular, but it's because confession is a very human instinct. You want to confess. That's why cops get criminals to confess to things that you would think, why in the world did you confess to that? Because they got to get it off their chest.